2409. Soul School continues. Here are your hosts.
Welcome back to Soul School. You're on the big 550 KTRS. And I'm Monique, and Sara is with me, and we are talking to Abundant Life Chiropractic with Jenny Nabholz and Dr. Maxwell. And we are talking today about really health, nutrition, starting those New Year's resolutions, having a weight loss plan, which Dr. Maxwell rolled out in the last segment called Shape Reclaimed. And we're going to continue our conversation about sugar in a minute.
And you guys, we know you're out there listening. We're reading your tweets and your posts and your texts and your emails, but we want to hear your sweet, sweet voices. We're counselors, doctors, nutritionists. Trust us, we have heard it all. Join in our unforgettable conversations tonight and call in right now, live, 314-969-KTRS. And don't forget, Hacienda Mexican Restaurant. We're giving away a gift certificate to the second caller that calls in live with us.
Speaking of food, so Jenny, we were talking earlier about sugar and sugar addictions.
Yes, it's so highly addictive. And, you know, I wanted to make the point that our bodies, they weren't designed to use sugar as a primary energy source. It was designed to use fat as a primary energy source. And the way our society eats now, it's kind of hijacked our beliefs and how we eat. And, you know, insulin resistance is another condition that is on the rise. It's when the body produces insulin but does not use it efficiently, and that eventually leads to type 2 diabetes. For an analogy of this condition is if you're insulin resistant, you eat sugar and carbs,
KTRS.
and it's like owning a car with a diesel engine and trying to run the car on regular gasoline. It doesn't run very good, right?
No, it does not.
So it's the same as when we put too much sugar in our body. Our bodies were designed to, you eat sugar, you eat food, sugar and fat go into the bloodstream, and our pancreas produces a hormone called insulin. And insulin's job has several, but what I want to focus on tonight is it lowers blood sugar. And it also tells our fat cells to store fat. And once insulin lowers blood sugar, it then feeds the cells and organs. Everybody's happy. It tells fat to release fat from the fat cells to be converted to energy. Our bodies work great, and our metabolism's happy. But now we've sabotaged our bloodstream because there's so much insulin, it can't handle it.
Definitely. I agree with everything that you said. I just wish I could figure out how to tell my cells that they don't want sugar.
Right. Well, I mean, sugar is highly addictive. It is more addictive than cocaine and heroin. On brain scans, they show that it lights up like, sugar lights up like a pinball machine, where cocaine and heroin is just in one certain area. So, people will go through withdrawal symptoms, and they, really very similar to like a drug addiction.
Okay, we've got Brian caller on the phone. Brian.
Hi, Brian.
Great.
KTRS.
Oh, thanks, Brian.
Yep. What's your name? Brandy? Okay, one second.
Yes.
Absolutely. It is. It's really, it's a great ad. I loved it. And like I mentioned earlier, I love the vulnerability and like what you're saying, Brian, I think just to root each other on with that. Yeah, I bet you have your hands full after lunchtime.
Most definitely.
Yes,
Do you have anything to say to that, Dr. Maxwell?
Absolutely. That it is difficult, especially with kids, and we have two young boys, and we have that same challenge. And the thing that I always try to help patients with, and I know Jennifer does too, is that you don't have to be perfect. That if you make solid effort, you'll see a big difference in your health, and you can still come back to and enjoy the foods that we all enjoy. And that's the most important thing, is to be able to make it a long-term lifestyle. And
I agree. Yeah, you gradually kind of turn down that sweet threshold, just a little bit at a time, and eventually you can kind of wean yourself off of sugar.
It is crazy.
Yeah,
It is crazy.
It's actually scary, I think, because it's, you know, we feed this to our children. Every commercial that you look at you see sugar everywhere, and it's in everything. It's hidden.
Brian, thank you so much for calling in. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Next caller, we've got Brandy on the line. Hi, Brandy.
Hi, Brandy.
Okay.
Well, I think a lot of it has to do with priorities in life. And I understand a college student. I have 2 children in college, and I know that finances are tight. But you know, it's about priorities. And you know, going to the grocery store and buying food for a whole week. Maybe you could go to the grocery store and maybe just buy like for each day, and then you know, plan for breakfast and lunch. And you know, that's the best thing to do. Don't buy a whole bunch at once where you're throwing food out, but really focus on maybe, you know, taking one step at a time.
Thank you, Brandy. And guess what? Brandy is the winner of the Hacienda
Yay.
Mexican
Yay.
Restaurant gift certificate. Thanks,
Yay,
Brandy, for calling
Brandy.
in. You're
Hey,
welcome.
Brandy, go to our website, Soul School Today, and fill out the contact sheet and send it to us, and we will be sending you your gift certificate. Thanks, Brandy.
Happy New
Thank
Year.
you. Bye-bye. So, Sarah, we are ending the show here once again, and we have so much information we can't get it all out.
I know.
So we talked about being the CEO of your life.
Right.
And how we're going to help people do that in the new year 2016.
Holding themselves accountable, and then also we're going to have your back just like you have ours. So don't forget about the challenge. Don't forget to be posting on Facebook, Twitter, whichever social media avenue you want to do, and talk to us, write it down, give us a picture. What do you want 2016 to look like? What is your purpose for 2016?
1 minute.
And hopefully we all have some greater goals than we did last year that we can continue to improve on, and that we can make, you know, every month, even every week, more successful than we have in the past. So that is the goal. You were going to fail. We're going to fail at a lot of things, but we're going to get back up and we're going to keep trying. And thank you so much, Dr. Maxwell and Jenny, for being here with
Thank
us
you so
tonight.
much for having us.
You guys were so much fun. We'll have you back.
Sounds good.
And if anybody needs any information, do you guys have a website, phone number that people can contact you?
Yes, our office phone number is 636-447-8600.
You're listening to Soul School. You're on air every Sunday night at 7 p.m. So stay tuned. Join us every week. You're on the big 550 KTRS. Yay!
That's a wrap.
Yay!
That was
Yay, yay,
All those
yay.
notes for see, I knew that the show would go so fast, and I had so
I
much
know.
information.
It was good, though.
But I
This
didn't
is
know
the
what
way
to
it
expect,
always
though.
Yeah, it's like,
That was fast.
yeah.
It
I tell
was
you what,
very fast.
I was way more nervous than I thought I would be at first.
Pretty good.
Did she? Okay.
I've tried to get
Pretty
her
much
before.
wrapped,
Okay, that's okay.
like wrapped up everything out.
we have
in
another
a
call,
show.
too?
Yeah.
We had one guy who didn't want to go in.
You did great. You did
So I got his information.
Okay, cool.
Do you want it?
That's
Okay.
good. Yeah, for sure. For our database, that's good.
I don't know where I just wanted to get the website out.
But we had callers.
Brandy to go to the
Yeah,
website.
no, I thought it was great. For sure. Oh, awesome. Thank
What
you.
did it sound like, Olivia?
You did a good job.
You guys did a
Sound good?
great job. You did a great job, both
You guys
of you.
did very
Yeah,
well.
I
I really liked it. Isn't it
Yes,
fun?
I
it was
love
fun.
it.
After the initial jitters, I was so
It's
nervous
like
at
the
first,
bump
and
in
then
it.
yeah.
It is. That's why I said it.
When you
like
went to the bathroom, I put some vodka in there. Like, you did?
keep you going.
I would have really done a good job then. I would have heard that from my wife.
Yeah.
Heard about that.
No, it was great. We really appreciate it so much.
Thanks for having us. Yeah.